Good afternoon. Namaste. This is Dr. Uma Keduvetal, Faculty of Agricultural and Veterinary Sciences, Jayoti Vidyapith Women's University, Jaipur. Uh, as you know, I'll be taking the course on metabolism and bioenergetics. And we were looking into the biosynthesis of essential amino acids. We were looking to biosynthesis of tryptophan. So I will give a recap of the biosynthesis of forestmate and the other essential and forestmate and then tryptophan from it. And after that, we will look into the formation of phenylalanine and tyrosine in this session. So let us go through this. So for the production of forestmate, there is this intermediate shikimate also forms that has got its ring structure. So erythrose 4-phosphate gets combined with phosphoenol pyruvate gets combined with erythrose 4-phosphate, and then one inorganic phosphate is removed, water is added, and that leads to the formation of 2-keto 3-deoxy D-arabino heptylosonate 7-phosphate. Now, hepto means 7. So the heptylosonate 7-phosphate is 7 carbon compound, and the phosphate is attached to the 7th position. Now, once that is there, next is the formation of dihydroquinate. So the 3-dehydroquinate will be formed by 3-dehydroquinate synthase, and that will lead to the usage of NAD plus and removal of one inorganic phosphate. So what happens is we will have 3-dehydroquinate from this reaction, because this phosphate is removed and there is a ring structure that is being formed. And once we have that, the 3-dehydroquinate will lead to the formation of 3-dehydroshikimate. So that is by the removal of water. So that is a 3-dehydroquinate dehydratase, and that will lead to the formation of 3-dehydroshikimate. Now, from the 3-dehydroshikimate, shikimate will be formed. Shikimate 3-phosphate shikimate will be formed, and that is a dehydrogenase reaction in which NADPH will be converted to NADP plus, and this will become shikimate. And then the shikimate will be phosphorylated to form shikimate 3-phosphate, and that is a kinase reaction which requires ATP. And so we now have shikimate kinase converting shikimate to shikimate 3-phosphate. And now finally the shikimate 3-phosphate will be converted to like phosphoenol pyruvate will be added to it, but the phospho group, the inorganic phosphate, will be removed, and the 5 enol pyruvyl shikimate 3-phosphate synthase would catalyze the conversion of shikimate 3-phosphate and PEP to form 5-enol pyruvyl shikimate 3-phosphate. And once this compound is formed, then forestmate synthase will convert this into forestmate. This will also involve the removal of one inorganic phosphate group that is attached over here. This one will be removed and forestmate will be formed. So that is the final synthesis of chorismate. Now from chorismate, glutamine, there is a transamination reaction happening where glutamine is converted to glutamate, and that amino group gets added over here alongside this pyruvate side chain. This 1, 2, 3 will get removed, and there is a COO minus over here. So, and there is this entire side chain gets removed. There is an OH now over here, and the amino group gets attached to in the one position, and therefore that becomes anthranilate. Now this reaction is done by anthranilate synthase, and then what happens is there is a phosphoribosyl pyrophosphate getting added to this anthranilate. So this is done by phosphoribosyl anthranilate phosphoribosyl transferase, wherein the phosphoribosyl group gets transferred onto the anthranilate group to form N5-phosphoribosyl anthranilate. And once this is formed, there is an inorganic pyrophosphate that is getting removed as well. And once we have this, then so this is the first carbon, and we have just written it in this way. And once we have expressed it this way, then the N5' phosphoribosyl anthranilate will be isomerized to form a 2-ring structure. Now there is only a single ring structure, so that will become a 2-ring structure. This is an isomerization reaction whereby we will have in this there is an isomerization reaction happening, and in the next one the ring will be formed. So in this, the enol carboxyphenylamino deoxyribulose phosphate will be formed. And once the isomerization is complete, water and one carbon, this one carbon and water from here, this two will be removed, and this will combine to form the next ring structure. So then this will lead to indole 3 glycerol phosphate, and that is catalyzed by indole 3 glycerol phosphate synthase. And from there, finally, this the 3 carbon that is extra attached to this indole 3, that is this 1, 2, 3, this will be removed, and serine will be added instead. So the glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate will be removed. This glyceraldehyde 3-phosphate that is attached to the indole ring, that will be removed, and a serine will be added, and that leads to the formation of tryptophan. So that step is done by tryptophan synthase. So that is the sum total of the biosynthesis of tryptophan. So now, if we were to look into the biosynthesis of phenylalanine and tyrosine in bacteria and plants, so here we have the chorismate again. So this, I had told you that this chorismate is a very important step in the formation of all these 3 amino acids: tryptophan, tyrosine, phenylalanine. So from chorismate, then chorismate mutase will lead to the formation of prephenate. So this prephenate will then be converted by prephenate dehydrogenase. So this dehydrogenation reaction will lead to the formation of 4-hydroxyphenyl pyruvate. And as you know, that can be transaminated by aminotransferases enzymes in order to form tyrosine. And instead of the dehydrogenase reaction, if there is a dehydratase reaction that is happening, then this OH will not be there. And so it forms phenyl pyruvate. And that phenyl pyruvate can again be, can undergo transamination reaction to form phenylalanine. So that is the biosynthesis of phenylalanine and tyrosine. Now, as you know, there is this biosynthesis of phenylalanine from, or rather the formation of tyrosine from phenylalanine. So if we are looking into the conversion of metabolic conversion of phenylalanine to tyrosine, so then that is what is the essential reaction that happens in the human. And this reaction, this conversion of phenylalanine to tyrosine in our body is catalyzed by the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase. So this phenylalanine hydroxylase, this reaction happens in the kidney. And so this it has been found out that kidney and liver it happens, but it earlier it was considered that it happens only in the liver, but nowadays it has been proved that kidney also it happens. And so kidney has got a much greater role than previously presumed in phenylalanine conversion to tyrosine. So that is also one of the major aspects. So now chorismate gets, if we were to again look at the tyrosine and phenylalanine conversion, then the prephenate synthase would convert the chorismate into prephenate. Prephenate also has got a ring structure. Now, if it undergoes a dehydrogenase reaction, and this happens in bacteria, so if it is undergoing the dehydrogenase reaction, NAD plus will get converted to NADH and H plus, and one carbon dioxide will be released, and this will form the tyrosine, and like that that will actually form the 4-hydroxyphenyl pyruvate, and that can undergo a transamination reaction using glutamate, and glutamate getting converted to alpha ketoglutamate to form tyrosine. But if instead of the dehydrogenase reaction, if it is a prephenate dehydratase that is acting on the prephenate, then carbon dioxide will be removed, and hydroxyl group will be removed from it, water will be removed from it, and then that leads to the formation of phenyl pyruvate that can be again undergo a transamination reaction in order to form phenylalanine. So there are only 3 steps in the formation of tyrosine or phenylalanine in bacteria from chorismate. So the chorismate reaction is excuse me, the chorismate reaction is common to phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan. And in mammals, the formation of tyrosine doesn't happen this way. Phenylalanine has to be provided in the body, and the dietary phenylalanine gets hydroxylated by phenylalanine hydroxylase enzyme, and then that gets converted into tyrosine. So you can see that phenylalanine and tyrosine actually have got only difference in this 4-hydroxyl group. So otherwise they are the same. Like there is an alanine attached to a phenyl ring, and tyrosine has got a hydroxyl group at the 4th position. Other than that, they have the same structure. So the enzyme phenylalanine hydroxylase can catalyze the conversion from phenylalanine to tyrosine, and that is the step that converts phenylalanine to tyrosine in human liver and in human kidney. So with that, we have covered the biosynthesis of tryptophan, tyrosine, and phenylalanine. Please make sure that you have learned the chorismate, the shikimate chorismate biosynthetic pathway as well, because that is also added as the step for phenylalanine or tyrosine or tryptophan biosynthesis. So if you are getting a question about write the steps of phenylalanine biosynthesis, you have to start from phosphoenol pyruvate plus erythrose 4-phosphate and write all these steps until the chorismate production, and then add to it the 3 steps of the phenylalanine production from the chorismate that have been given in the next step, that is chorismate giving phenylalanine in those in that dehydrate reaction. And so that chorismate giving the prephenate, and the prephenate giving phenyl pyruvate, and then that gets getting transaminated to form phenylalanine will be the complete set of reactions that will be expected when the question of phenylalanine biosynthesis in bacteria and plants have been asked. So make sure that you learn the chorismate, shikimate chorismate pathway as well. So that'll be it for the biosynthesis of phenylalanine, tyrosine, and tryptophan. In the next session, we will be looking into the formation of histidine, the other aromatic amino acid, though it is considered to be more polar than aromatic. So we'll be looking into the biosynthesis of histidine, another essential amino acid in bacteria. That'll be all for the session. Thank you. Have a good day.